Hi everyone, my name is awesome Karolína Fiedler, and I welcome you to the 11th episode of my podcast. I struggled today with coming up with the introduction explaining what I do here. It gets hard at times because I realize that reading my personal journals might seem a little bit strange and self absorbed. I do get the thoughts sometimes that, like, why do I do this? Read about me is just like, it is weird. It's weird. But reason why I do it is because it's actually very therapeutic for myself, and it helps me put together the puzzle of my life and of myself. So I definitely recommend to you guys, just write journals. You don't have to write every day, just every now and then write your thoughts down, and then if you read it back, I'm pretty sure you'll find it very interesting too. It's a cool stuff. And yeah, probably another reason why I do it is because I am no different than you are. I am not special. You're not gonna hear anything fantastic in these podcasts. You're just gonna hear about life of a normal girl. But why am I saying this? I'm saying this because if I go through the things that I go through in my life and some struggles and some happy times and all of this, it means that you probably went through it too. Maybe not through the same things, but some of you maybe went through the same things or very similar things, and maybe some struggles that you didn't know how to deal with. Maybe you're going through the struggles now, and who knows, maybe one piece of advice or experience that I went through sometime in the past might hit the spot for you now and maybe help you organize your own thoughts. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons too. And yeah, I'm gonna read. Uh, this is so disorganized. Yeah, it feels so weird. It feels so weird and a little bit tired, and I'm just like, why? Why am I doing this? Never mind. I'm just gonna read what I wrote in my diary on the 3rd of June. I think it's a pretty cool one. It's not too long. It's written in that colorful way of mine that sometimes happens to me when I feel inspired. Um, so yeah, um, you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's do it. It's the 3rd of June. Music never leaves my side, always talks to me. But how do I get it to talk through me? I have the feeling that I don't have enough knowledge. I've had this feeling for a while now. Even thoughts of me going to study composition appeared a few times now. But this goal is still too big, too discouraging. I can't even read notes anymore. Though I don't even have the motivation to learn it again. So I ask myself, do I need it? Why do I limit myself with so many questions? Where am I stuck? Where should I pull to release all my creativity and stop judging every single detail? Maybe that's the problem. I'm too critical to the details. There's no wonder the rest of the music stays hidden. I scared it away. It sent out it sent out volunteer soldiers to see how I'm going to react, and I shot them down in cold blood. And when I discourage myself enough that there are no more soldiers to shoot, I just circle around like a hungry dog, waiting for another hero to come out and face me. It's time to feed the dog with some love instead and turn it into a cute little puppy the soldiers can play with. They lived in captivity and fear for way too long. They might be too scared to come out all at once. I gave them enough reasons to be. But one after one, I now have to apologize to them, thank them for their brave service, and tell them that I respect and value every single one of them. All of them are good for something. Every single one of them has their specific place in my projects, and just because I used to be a mad admiral and couldn't see it, doesn't mean it's not true. Every single one of my ideas matter. All of my thoughts are good for a specific reason. They all lead me to a result I wish for. All I have to do is acknowledge my thoughts without a judgment. Yeah, I think that's a pretty deep thought again. I definitely agree with what I wrote on the 3rd of June. I used to be very critical. I am trying to, be aware that this still happens to me sometimes. And, too much of anything is never good, so I'm trying to stay balanced. A little bit of criticism is always good and can be constructive. But yeah, I think this happens to a lot of people. There is a lot of perfectionists, and it's a good thing to be a perfectionist. It gets great results done with high quality, but it can also discourage you and make you hate whatever you do and not see that your ideas are actually beautiful and fantastic. And if you're critical from the very beginning, you never even give them a chance to show their full potential. So this is a lesson that I've learned from myself. And I'm gonna stop here now. That's all I got to say, I guess. And I will see you next Sunday.